Hello, welcome to the third part. We finished at heart chakram and I was talking about strings of Aka. And when I was telling you last time about if the energy comes gray or the energy don't light up when you put those two people together, it means those people don't resonate with each other. They don't like each other, or they don't want to have anything to do with each other. When you do that, you can have some kind of feeling, some kind of emotion, you will know that it's not your emotion, it's not your feeling. It's kind from the divine. Let's move to the throat chakra, the fifth chakra. If you see strong connection between those people on a level of fifth chakra, that means those people talks a lot with each other, and the clearer energy is, that means that those people have a very good connection with each other. They just talk a lot, and the they express what they think to the other person without some kind of fear. If you see that energy is distorted, you will see if it's distorted a lot, that means that those people might love each other, but they might not trust as much to say everything. So again, if you're gonna see that and concentrate on that, you might pick those energies, emotions, and you will decode them in some way. And you will know through the intuition, or you will pick some kind of feeling or emotion, so will give you a bigger picture of what there is. Let's move to the sixth chakra, which is a third eye. Third eye is responsible for spiritual and psychic power. So those people, if they have a good connection with each other on a level of third eye, that means that they are spiritually and mentally connected with each other. I will tell you how it looks like. If someone is very good connected with each other in a level of sixth chakra, it means that there is some kind of telepathy between one and another. I had that connection with my girlfriend. I could sense how she feels. I could sense that she's angry. I could sense that she's sad. And I could sense what she's thinking. And lots of other things. So I just give you an idea how it looks like and how it's actually working. Let's move to the last chakra. Last chakra is the seventh chakra, which is a crown chakra. I would like to tell you two things about crown chakrams in a topic of strings of Aka. If you see good connection and energy, when you see it flows from side to side, from one person to another, it means that that person and that another person as well, they're in good relationship, they understand each other, because it's all about mental activity. When there is an energy flows to the one way and there is a strong connection in a last chakram and there is a weak connection in other chakrams, that may let you know about two things. First thing, that person, if you will feel how's energy flow, or you will see it. If you see that person that is involved in spirituality, and you see that other person which is not, and the energy from that person which is not involved in spirituality goes through to the other person, it means that that's the energetical vampire, because that's how they works for most of the time. The other thing, if you see that strong energy goes through the one's crown chakra to the others in one way only, that means the will of controlling other person. And now I'd like to tell you how you recognize healthy energy, healthy relationship between other people. So if you have those two people, if they have good connections in the other chakrams, that means that they are good connected with the mentally. So there is no problem with that. The other thing about it is you'll see that energy is not rushing. It's natural, it's in balance. It goes in one side and the other as well. Now I'd like to tell you how you can do it. There is few methods of seeing what is in divine realm. You can use pendulum, which if you are not experienced with spiritual vision or something like that, you can use a pendulum. But pendulum is a little tricky because same like with spiritual vision, you have to concentrate, clear your mind. You don't suggest anything, and that's how you get the truth. Second, um, second way to do that is by spiritual vision. So you might see it, feel it, or experience it in any way you can describe an effect to the other people. So if you don't see it, you actually may feel it. Like my friend, he don't see it as I do, as energy flows and all that stuff. She actually experienced that some way, like he's feeling that. So if you don't see it, doesn't matter. It's good as much as you can describe it, right? And for you have to set some kind of limits to your diagnose. That means that like I set for my diagnose, when I see regular people which they are not involved in spirituality, they have mostly 30% or 40% of energy. It's how big is a chakram, right? Then you can look on the quality of energy. Some people may have smaller chakrams, but if there is energy, there is good energy in that, it's even better if they from the people that have a bigger chakrams and they actually don't have as good energy as the other ones well, I mentioned before. So you have to set your diagram, how it's working, how what you will see, and how you're gonna describe this. Because doesn't matter how you see it, the matter is how you describe it and what the truth is. Now I would like to tell you about Akasha records. If you're gonna understand that when you put some kind of cards like tarot cards or you throw the runes so it will tell you a fortune, that's the tool, of course, to see what's in Akasha records. I will tell you about another method of seeing that in a moment. So when you have a tile of cards, right, and you asking a question, there is a belief that you don't tell a fortune to yourself, and I didn't do it either. I didn't tell fortune to myself. So that card is just a tool to access that information. Same with runes. As much as you can read them, as much as your intuition will tell you what actually that rune means with the other runes as well, or with the other cards. Because one rune doesn't mean anything. If you get a set of runes like you throw 10 runes or 24 runes, like you throw all of them, so you then see the full picture. The first circle is present, second circle is 1 month away, third circle and fourth circle, and it goes on. I was doing that according to the book that I don't remember what that book was. what the name was and who wrote that, but if you do some research after a book that tells you about the runes, you will see how to do it. It's actually pretty simple. And if you have a cards of if you have a runes, first of all, if you bought them from someone from the shop, or it won't work. What you have to do, the best runes I've ever saw is a self-made runes, and those runes are charged up by the person which done it. You have 24 runes, right? And one rune you can charge for 1 week or 2 weeks by meditating, and you charge it by your own energy, so that your energy connects those runes with the divine realm. Another method of seeing Akasha records is a spiritual vision. Spiritual vision, first of all, I would like to tell you the difference between Akasha records and the memory of the person, right? You can see actually a memory of the person by looking through their mind and see the events, if you have a possibility to get a vision. And first of all, you have to be aware if wherever you got a vision of someone's memory, it triggers that event in the consciousness of the other person, because you looked into their mind. Other way to do it is looked on Akasha records. There is a space which everything is recorded. Energy is recorded, and you read that energy through the images, through the sound, through the everything, how you experience your vision. And it's really better to look on Akasha records instead of looking in someone's mind, because you don't trigger that bad experiences. Because whenever I've been looking for something, I wasn't looking for something good. I was looking for some kind of reason for illness, for whatever is there, whatever you are looking for. Or you just check someone's memory, like that. So whatever you do, just check Akasha records, by cards, by runes, or by the spiritual visions that you may receive. When you work with runes, I think I made another video about runes that I've been given by other person, and I will tell you how I work with them, how I use them, how they've been made to the shape they help us to tell the fortune. So you maybe will be up to do the same. But I will not recommend you to play with tarot cards or runes or any other things. I would like to recommend meditation, because you may get trapped by that. That's the one thing. The second thing is, people that use runes or the cards, they attract the spirits, because their intentions are not pure, and the spirits comes to their energetical body, cause distortion and mental and physical problems. Next video will be about runes. If you are curious, give it a go. Thank you, have a nice day.